Rhonda, thank you very much for your participation in our webinar. And just to start, breaking the ice a little bit, could you please introduce yourself and what you do in your district?
Sure. Hi, everybody. My name is Ronda Bell, and I'm one of the two district principals that are here for our international program. There's myself and Ross Pepper. We are the district principals, so we are mainly responsible for our international students who come and study within our program.
Excellent. Tell us a little bit about your area, your region. Where is the district located, and a little bit about, lifestyle and living out there.
So we are located on Vancouver Island, which is in the west coast of Canada. It's pretty well as far as you can go. The island is not a small island as you would imagine. So it would be about the same size of Belgium if you looked at in terms of mass. Our island is for driving from the south to the north would take about 6 hours. So it's quite a large space. We are located on the east coast of Vancouver Island, which allows us to have mild temperatures in the winter. And I think that's one of the highlights of our area is that we are right along the ocean. We have the mountains behind us, and we have the natural beauty of the forest surrounding us. And again, it's just a really nice casual lifestyle. People are not in a hurry. We just enjoy our outdoors and our weather, and really happy to live here.
Excellent. Which would be your district highlights? What would you say makes your district unique?
So I think one of the things that makes our district unique is, number one, is our community. As I mentioned, we are located right along the ocean. And so with the mild temperatures all the way through the winter, it is a real destination spot for a lot of Canadians as well as international students. So our temperatures in the winter, many people think of Canada as being extremely cold. Our weather here could be 2 to 7 degrees in the winter time, and we have a tendency to have a little bit more rain in the winter than we do the snow. But what's great about our location is that within 2 hours by ferry, we can go to Vancouver. By 2 hours by vehicle, we can get to Victoria, which is the capital city of British Columbia. 1.5 hours north on the island is we have Mount Washington, so students can go skiing in the winter time. And 2 hours we travel to the west coast where we can go surfing. So where we live, we make use of all of this area. And I think also what makes us really unique is our community. Our community is very welcoming to international students. They open up their homes and their hearts, and they make sure that the student is having an amazing time in our area.
Excellent. Which will be the student's profile that you think, according to your experience, that will benefit the most from what you can offer in the district? Which type of students are you looking for?
So we're really looking for students who have an open mind and are willing to take a look at opportunities and say yes. This should be a year where students come to us, and whenever there is a positive opportunity for them to take part in, they say, yes, I'm going to give that a try. We have the outdoors here that we run many activities, and we want students to engage themselves in those types of activities, as well as in our two high schools that we have, there are a number of electives that students cannot take in Spain. So we hope that they'll be open to trying courses that may be a passion for them or of interest and something they never even thought that they would be able to take. That's the kind of student we're hoping that we can attract.
Something like which type of activities or which type of electives are you talking?
Sure. So in our programs, we have many electives, and they range from offshoots of the academics, which are the English, math, science, and social studies. But then there are courses like woodworking, jewelry making, photography, There are many, many outdoor education programs. So we have an outdoor education grade 9, we have one at grade 10, and we also have two specialized programs that are called ROAMS, Global ROAMS. ROAMS stands for River, Ocean, and Mountain School. And this is one full semester of taking an outdoor adventure program. So, for example, in the first semester, students would take global ROAMS and they would take an environmental science and a social studies combined with outdoor education activities for a full 5 months. And then in their second semester, they would take other academics or other electives. If they decided to take the full ROAMS program, in their first semester, they're taking academics or electives. In the second semester, it's a cohort of 20 students only doing outdoor education programs, and they get a lot of certifications like occupational first aid level 3, wilderness survival, boat safety, marine operators course. So students walk away with certificates that may be great for outdoor adventure, if they're into ecotourism, or even for themselves to develop a passion in the outdoors, to be able to do so safely. So those are just some of the opportunities that students can take. There's also a soccer class that they take for 80 minutes a day for 5 days a week for 5 months. And then after school, they could join the soccer team. So there's opportunities that are, we try to match them up with the interests of the students. And that's what I mean about really the students looking at what they're interested in and sharing or being open to trying those types of courses.
Excellent. That's excellent. Really, 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 very good. One of the questions that the parents usually are asking us more commonly is the communication process that you entails between the district, the students, the coordinators, and Red Leaf with the parents. Could you please explain briefly how that communication process works?
In communicating with Red Leaf, originally we will receive an application form, and then from that application form, a student writes a letter about what their interests are. From that, we then take that application and we try to match it with a high school, either Bolinas or Qualicum Secondary School, based on their interests. And in that, with that communication, we then look to see what would be the best placement for a homestay family. Once we have all that information, we are sending that to Red Leaf, who will then be passing that on to the family. And once the family profile has been sent to the student, we're more than happy to have the student to begin connecting with their homestay family, either via Skype or FaceTime or by email. And then that relationship begins even before the student arrives in Canada. And that makes it for an easier transition for when that student comes to Canada, they already know their family. And so once they're here, we also will connect them with their high school advisor. And at each high school, we have an advisor who meets with the student, helps them to select their courses, and is available every day throughout the entire year. So if that student has any issues with their courses or struggling, that counselor is there to assist them. And then will contact us if there are any other issues where we need to get additional support. We also have 2 homestay coordinators. And so our homestay coordinators will meet with the students to find out that everything is well in the home. If they have any questions, any concerns, our homestay coordinators are an advocate for the students. So when the student comes, there is a full network of support, all the way from Red Leaf to Ross Pepper, myself as district principals, to our school counselors, and to our homestay coordinators.
Excellent. Very good. Given your large experience of many years with international students, which would you consider personally that is the most benefit or outcome of the students after 1 year in the district in Canada? Beyond the education that we know is going to be perfect and is going to add a lot of edge to the students, personally, what would you consider the parents to take away from this year from their children, from their students?
I think after 25 years of being involved with international education in Qualicum School District, I noticed that students, it is a real eye opener opportunity. Students may come here and it's just maybe what they thought it was going to be. I think it is even better than what they thought it is going to be. They make a strong connection with their homestay families, with Canadian students. They are introduced to the area, a variety of different activities. And I think it also is an eye opener to their own culture. Until you travel abroad or until you really live or immerse yourself in another culture, do you also understand the strengths of your own culture? You know, coming here is going to be different. It doesn't make it better or it doesn't mean that it's worse. It's just that it's different. And I think it's a really good process of self reflection. And I think when students return, parents will see the amount of confidence that the child comes home with. They have been able to make decisions on their own. They've been able to solve issues on their own. And so there is a tremendous growth that takes place during the time the student studies abroad.
Excellent. And finally, just to finish with a final thoughts about our relationship with Red Leaf. How does it work? How do you feel? Which is the level of the students over the years with Red Leaf? You know, give us a little bit of,
Sure.
warm
Sure.
comments about our relationship over the years. How do you feel?
Great. We've been extremely impressed and very pleased to work with Red Leaf over the last number of years. I'm dating back to probably 20 years that we've been working together. There is a mutual collaboration. There is an appreciation and an understanding of what students are looking for and what students need. And so there is always this ongoing communication to always selecting what is best for the child. I know that the professionalism and just the work that we have together, I think that we can provide that. If there are any problems that come up, we work collaboratively to try and find a solution. But the process in working with Red Leaf is very easy. It's a wonderful working relationship, and it's one that we always look forward to receiving students from every year.
Excellent, Rhonda. Thank you very much. If there's anything else you can add, this is the time.
Okay. One of the things that I would like to add is that I know that it is very unfortunate that I'm unable to come in person to visit you in Madrid this year. As we know, these are difficult times. But one of the messages that I would like to send to parents is that even in these unprecedented times, if students do come to us, I want to reassure you that your child will be well taken care of and they will be cared for as if they are our own children. So I just want to reassure you that even in difficult times, students will be well and they will be well cared for. Thank you very much, Redley, for the opportunity to do this webinar. We look forward to receiving students from you, and I wish everyone the best of health, and hopefully you will stay well. Take care. Bye.